Just to say, this video is very tongue-in-cheek, and I'm sure there's people who find things that I do annoying. But these are things that I find annoying about other food content creators. The clown face. When I first heard the description, I was like, what are people talking about? What do they mean by the clown face? And then I realized what they meant. When food reviewers do a review of something and they're like, the clown face, I find it so irritating because it's just food. As much as the food may be really good, is it worthy of doing the clown face? Now, I do things like when I like something, I'm like, So I'm sure people find that annoying, but the clown face, annoying, annoying. Another face that people do, they're like, ooh, ooh, ooh. If you do the clown face too much in your review, I'm probably gonna not watch the rest of the review. Why do so many food reviewers eat in their car? People have been asking this, and some food reviewers say, oh, it's a perfect place because you get them out, you get, in terms of sound, because it's a contained place and everything. And I'm just worried about the crumbs. I'm not saying people don't clean their cars, but I've been in some people's cars and I'm just like, when was the last time you hoovered in your car? And all the crumbs and just the smell, and especially hot food in a car. I don't know. I just, the whole eating in a car to me, just, yeah. Because I know a lot of the American food reviews, especially the ones that review crumble cookie, because crumble cookie is a huge thing out there. And like every week, Crumb will come out with new flavors and then review. And I'm just thinking, I just think about the crumbs, all the crumbs. And I think it probably comes from public transport. I try not to eat on public transport. When I see people eat on public transport, especially smelly food, it makes me feel sick. It's like, I don't want to smell your food, whatever it's eating, whatever people are eating. I don't want to smell it. So it probably comes from that. So food reviewers eating in a car, big no from me. The phrases. Now, the phrases that a lot of food reviewers use, and maybe some other types of content creator. Oh, it's a hidden gem. It's not a hidden gem. Is it only hidden because you've only recently found it? Like, let's talk about hidden gems, and then you go and see the following of the place, and it's got like 100,000 followers. I'm just like, is it a hidden gem? But just phrases that have been overused. Hidden gem. Chef's kiss. So saying that, I haven't heard chef's kiss that much recently. And also a phrase that people are still using a lot, did not disappoint. If you say that in your review, I'm not watching it. Did not disappoint. Game changer. That's another one. Absolute game changer. Oh God, I understand people want to use things that are popular, but I'm just finding that some people's reviews, they just come a bit same because they use the same terminology as everybody else. And I find it in general with content creation, and this is stepping outside just food content creators, people are just copying people all the time. Like some people are just not original. They'll just copy somebody else's, like even review, how they talk. And it's like, don't you want to be original? Don't you want to put your own original slant on things? And I'm just finding that people are just copying people. But those few phrases, especially hidden gem, if you say something's a hidden gem, I'm not watching it. I'm not watching it. I'm not watching it. Just remember, all of this is my opinion. So these things may not annoy you, but they annoy me. Another thing some food content creators do is when they go to review a food spot, this is particularly in terms of bakeries, whatever, they'll come out of the shop with a whole tray of the goods. And that annoys me. It annoys me because so many people are doing it now. And I'm just like, you got this whole tray of, for example, cookies, and you come out of the shop and you're showing it. And I'm just, all I can think about is all the dirt that's going on those cookies, because a lot of these places are like in central London where the pollution is high as ever, is as high as ever. And you're coming out with a tray of cookies, showing the cookies like in this dirt. I mean, are they still going to go and sell those cookies after? Because I wouldn't want to buy them. But again, people doing the same stuff, the same trope, the same actions. It's boring. Be a bit more original. And finally, something that is not really tongue-in-cheek is quite important. Not declaring ads. And if they are declaring ads, not doing it properly. What I mean by doing it properly is ASA guidelines. If this is an item review you've been paid for, or it's been gifted, it's an ad. You need to declare it as an ad, and you need to declare it at the beginning of your caption. What a lot of people are doing to make it seem like it's not an ad is that they're saying putting ad after the photo. What I mean by this is when you put a caption on IG or TikTok, there's only a certain amount of characters it can display before it goes to the more. What people are doing is they're putting ad at the end, which you're not supposed to do. And the reason they do that is that most people do not click more to read the whole of the caption. So it makes it seem like it's on an authentic review, and it's not. And people are doing it. They're putting ad at the end. You need to put it at the beginning. And if it's gifted, it's still an ad. What I tend to do is I put ad/gifted, but I always put ad ad/gifted. That's what you need to do at the beginning. Another thing that people do as well to make it out like it's not an ad is that they'll put A space D. And I'm just like, listen, why are you trying to make it out like it's not an ad? I think the reason why is because things that are labelled ad, gifted, pay partnership don't tend to get the same amount of traction as authentic reviews. But that's how it is. You have to follow the rules. The problem is the ASA aren't very strict, because I see this all the time and I haven't heard of any prosecution. So I'm just wondering how much the ASA are actually monitoring it. But content creators in general, if it's an ad, you have to declare it's an ad. Before the fold, the first word that should be in your caption is ad. Yeah, ad. Even if it's a story, you need to put ad somewhere on the story if you're not putting in a caption. Or yeah, so it needs to be on the story or on the video, ad. And don't make it small. Another thing I've seen is that people who actually put the word ad on their actual story, like in the actual sort of frame, they try and make it tiny so that people can't see it. Come on. Like, follow the rules. But like I say, the ASA, they need to be enforcing it more, because I don't think they're enforcing it enough. So those are my bugbears about other food content creators. What are your bugbears about food content creators? Like, what are the kind of things that they do? What annoys you? Let me know in the comments. Until next time, Kate lovers.